Skull and Bones Radio. Hey, happy 4th of July weekend. We are Skull and Bones Radio. Jean Perrion here with you. As you know, Skull and Bones likes to party hard, and we will probably be super inebriated over the weekend, so we put together a best of compilation for you. Our first segment that we have lined up for you is Mick taking advice from a very successful business owner, Tom. Well, if you know Mick, he is probably very irresponsible, but I won't go into too much detail. I'll let you guys check it out for yourselves.
Welcome to the Skull and Bones Show.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Skull and Bones Show. We are Skull and Bones Radio. Check us out online at skullandbonesradio.com.
Yes,
Check us out on iTunes. We got Jean Perrion here. We got Mickey 3 Jammersfield. We've got Matt Man One Hundo. And CJ in the building.
What up?
How is everyone? Good?
Wonderful.
Doing good.
Wonderful. All right. Go ahead,
I
Mick.
see everybody always cutting me off, man. I can't ever get a word in here.
got a
I'm
word?
doing fine now, thank you. Thank you for asking.
All right, so hey, we'll get right into it. As we know, Mick's been going through this entertainment business school. He's been going on about, getting a license for entertainment business management.
Well, I'm trying to do everything, man.
He's trying to do everything.
Yeah.
He's trying to start a business. So much so that I've heard about it nonstop. So we've given Mick, the spotlight here. He's decided to, come up with questions to see if he's ready for just real basic questions to see if he's ready to start a business or even if he's even ready for that.
Well, let's be quite truthful here, Jean Perrion. It's you that's trying to see if I'm ready for the business.
I am. Like I said, I've been hearing about it nonstop. So, like I said, we've given you the spotlight. We've given you your time on the mic. And we're going to see if we've brought in a CEO of a very successful
You
business.
sound like a dog, but you go for it.
So we brought in our friend Tom. Tom, introduce yourself.
Hi, how you doing?
So Tom is here. Tom is a very successful business owner. So we're going to give Mick a stab at Tom, and Tom will let us know, maybe where Mick stands or if he's ready or give us insight on his.
I'll do my best.
Okay, well, first off, I just want to say right here that I have been going to business school, and what kind of made this all happen was I went to this first school, which was a music performance school, to go be a rock star, and then I realized that wasn't going to be a possibility. So I was like, all right, well, I ain't good enough. Apparently, there's...
Oh, you're always a rock star in my eyes.
Oh, man, see, that's why I love you, man. Thank you.
Lies.
One love.
Lies.
What?
Hey,
you and me, Matt. Afterwards. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. So, anyhow, no record labels wanted me, and so I was like, all right, well, this is a mess, dude. Because like I don't want to give up on my dreams here. So then I enrolled myself in a business school, thinking I'll just open up my own goddamn record label. And there's like a bunch of things that you need in Hollywood in order to be successful. You need a lawyer, you need a talent agent, you need a manager, you need a publicist, and you need an accountant. Well, I'm trying to knock as many of those out as possible on my own so I can self-serve. Thank you. So, anyhow, in school we have to come up with a business plan in order to graduate. And so my final projects will be coming up here before too long. And so Jean thought it might be a good idea if I start putting together some questions to to see if my final projects are ready. So my final project is my business plan. So in a way, I'm glad that you did come in to take your time to talk to me. So
pick his brain, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Happy to help. All right.
Try to find out the secrets.
First question I have for you, because I have been described as a Hollywood degenerate street kid. So after taking a good look at me, if I went into a business meeting with you, would you take me serious?
Well, the description is a little inaccurate. I would say you look like a Hollywood degenerate adult, street adult, not a street kid.
Merciless.
But take it seriously. Are you? We're having a business meeting where you're thinking of opening a taco stand, maybe? Because yes, then I would definitely take it seriously.
Dang, man. Shots fired. Shots fired. All right, well, I don't know if this is going to... Dang, all right, well... That's right, Matt One Hundo. You got my back. All right, well, then on to question number 2 then. The first one didn't seem to do so well. Do you think I could get people hired pro bono until my rock star career takes off? Because I don't exactly have the money to hire people right off the start.
Wait, what's pro boner? Maybe you should explain that to our listeners.
Mick has a lot of boners these days, I think.
Well, I didn't take Viagra this week, but basically, can I hire people without having to pay them as they're supposed to be paid, and then I'll back pay them once I make my millions of dollars, once I'm a hit rock star.
So you want to give them an IOU?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I don't think you can do that. Well, actually, I think you can do that. It's called they're called interns.
Interns, yes.
I used to be one of those.
IOUs don't pay the bills, Mick.
Well, I was an intern. You were an intern at one time.
I was an intern. Yeah.
I think we were all interns at one point. But, I didn't even think about that. Okay, so I appreciate that. So I'm going to write down right now, intern.
Interns work for free.
Interns work for free, and I'm going to hire them.
Let me add one thing. Maybe Tom can attest to this. The schools are getting all fancy now. And to be able to get interns, at least through universities, you have to have somebody that they can actually shadow that knows what they're doing. So you may have a little trouble with that.
Hold up, man. You trying to poke fingers over here?
I'm just saying.
There has to be some training.
Yes.
Jesus. Question number 3. Moving on.
Moving on.
You guys suck, man. I swear to God.
Killing my vibe.
Exactly,
Just
man.
trying to help you, man.
You guys are slashing dreams around here. And I don't mean slash like Guns N' Roses. I mean, you guys are literally slashing dreams over here. All right, so as a business owner, this one's important. This is something I've been contemplating, but I can't really ever ask the professors because they don't really let me ever have time to ask them questions in class. So I'm glad that we have you here.
They
So
probably do that purposely.
let's hope not.
So that way they don't have to listen to your questions.
Well, thank you, Casey James. It's much appreciated. As a business owner, am I allowed to hire girl secretaries based on the way they look? And can I not accept the fat and ugly ones?
Absolutely.
What?
Yes!
As long as you don't mind getting sued and possibly thrown in prison.
Well, hold on a second now, but I don't have money, though, in case I get a lawsuit. I don't even have a lawyer right now.
Well, it's kind of that same thing where you wanted to give them an IOU. You'll just be giving them an IOU for the money you earn in the future.
I don't think I like the way this is sounding.
Well, hold up. We all saw the movie Entourage, right? Ari Gold. That's what that whole building was known for. Like, the secretaries were hot. The
Yes.
agents were, or whoever it was.
That's
they
what
were
I
all
want.
hot.
That is a
Pretty
TV
ladies.
show.
Oh,
John.
come on, man.
That's not real life. That is a TV show.
Don't you dare say that. Don't say
That's
that.
Entourage, baby.
Okay.
I would think that you could kind of discreetly hire the attractive people.
Well, it really depends on, what business you're in. I mean, if you're hiring for a movie and it calls for a pretty girl, you kind of have to hire a pretty girl, don't you?
Well, that makes sense, yeah.
But if you're hiring someone to make you coffee, it becomes a different story, I think.
Okay, I think I just found a loophole then. So we're going to put it in the description. You might be in a movie playing a pretty girl in my record label. So you don't
On your record label.
So you must be pretty.
You must be hot.
Don't apply otherwise.
7.5 out of 10 at least.
I think defining movie would be helpful in that job description. Just saying.
One of those questions is coming up.
It can't be an iPhone movie.
Oh.
Well, this is not going well. All right, number 4. This one's important because I don't have a lot of money to start my business up. Do I have to pay people at all if I feel that they're doing, if they're terrible employees? How does that work?
Generally speaking, if you've got someone that's a terrible employee, you just fire them and hire someone that's a little better.
Yeah, but what if I'm like, okay, maybe they're doing an okay job, but just one week they just really suck, and I'm like, you know what, dude, I don't feel like you deserve your money this week. Like, I'm not going to pay you. Can I do that?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Okay, fair enough.
I think you have to write them up. You have to counsel them.
No, it's completely illegal.
You can't just not pay them, Nick.
Okay, so if I write them up, can I still not pay them?
No.
No, Jesus, all right. This sucks. Who wants to run a business? All right. Do I have to pay someone vacation time even if they don't leave San Diego?
Well, that's an interesting question, I think.
Yeah, because technically they're not on vacation. We're here.
Yeah.
We're still here.
Well, if you've promised to pay them for their vacation, you actually do have to pay them for their vacation, whether they leave San Diego or not.
But then it's not a vacation.
Well, what haven't you heard of staycations?
A staycation, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Bro.
What's a staycation?
It's like a daycation, except you don't leave.
You stay here and you get paid to...
Yeah.
Casey James, did you... one, John, I can't believe you didn't know that well. But 2, I don't know if you realize this, but vacation and staycation are not spelled the same. So if you go... So in the
I do
contract...
understand that. I understand that they're not spelled the same.
You know, we brought Tom all the way down. Maybe we can ask him a serious question.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We were
these more
talking.
serious?
We
All right, fair.
we were talking, And before we got started here, and you were saying, Tom, that vacations aren't mandatory, though.
Vacations are not mandatory in the United States.
So it's just based on your negotiations with the employee?
Exactly true. In most countries around the world, people are given a certain amount of vacation time. I think in Spain it's something like 8 weeks
Dang.
a year. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Plus, they give you an extra month's pay in December.
What?
Because how are you going to pay for that vacation if you don't have an extra month's pay?
What? Dude, we don't do that here.
But we live in the USA, and the laws are a little bit different.
America.
We're a capitalist society. We live in America.
God, that's terrible.
God bless America.
God bless America.
God bless
well,
America.
Hey, what about sick days, though? Because I've heard in certain businesses, where if you have so many sick days, they make you take, use those as vacation days, I think, right?
The rules vary from company to company.
Okay. So there's no, dead set, obviously.
No.
Okay.
Well, I think going back to Matt was saying, kind of getting a little more serious over here. I do have a kind of serious question because it seems to be done sometimes, but I don't know how this.
That was unintentional, but it still served the purpose it needed to serve.
I about cursed. All right, here's my serious question. Due to my business being in the entertainment industry, can I hire girls based on casting couch interviews?
You really are trying to go to prison, aren't you?
No, but I don't think Bill Cosby went to prison.
That's a good
Not
point.
yet. The jury's still out.
Well, that's a serious question because I heard that stuff used to happen all the time. How does porn work?
Porn?
I'm an quote-unquote entertainment industry company. I'm not like anything, you know what I mean?
Have you heard of lying? Have you heard of lying? When you hire them for porn, you're not lying. You're like, this is what you're going to be doing. They're like, hey, we'll give you a little sneak peek.
Okay, screw this. It's no longer going to be a music record label. It's going to be a porn record label.
Porn record?
A porn label.
How are you supposed to do that? For records?
I don't know, dude. You're not supposed to call me out on air like that.
Triple X
You're just gonna
Records.
record sex sounds?
Ooh, I like that. Triple X Records. Dang, that's how I get away with it. That's my loophole. That way if
Triple
they
X
say like I
Records.
didn't, yeah,
It's an indirect.
Yes, exactly. Ooh, I knew. You know what? Jesus, this did work out. Thank you. Triple X Records.
All
I
right,
had to
Mick.
spell X 3 times. Records.
XX.
All right, I got one last one.
This is your
That's
last.
actually 3 X's, Mick.
I put a T. I don't know how that happens. I put TXX.
I don't think Mick's ready for the business.
All right, so I got one last one. All right.
All right, Mick, this is your last shot at redemption here. Tom is here. He's here to coach you and guide you. So make sure you make this one count.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then I do want to take a step back and say this. Every little boy has a dream, and little girl too, I'm sure. But every little boy has a dream, and it's usually something like when they go to a concert and they see Gene Simmons on stage, and they're like, I want to be that when I grow up, right? And so even with as ridiculous as it sounds, sometimes people follow those footsteps, and they follow through, and they become the singer of Nickelback, or they become the guitarist of Avenged Sevenfold. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So with that mindset, I'm going to ask you this next one. Number 7. After seeing Home Alone as a kid, where the dude says, keep the change, you filthy animal, I always wanted to feel like a boss. I didn't really care how. I just wanted to feel like one. So as a boss, am I allowed to tell employees to shut up and where I can then throw my feet up on a desk and kick back in my chair? Are you allowed to do that as a boss? Do you have that kind of power?
Well, I do it all the time. But,
He's like,
you know.
legally, probably not.
Are you allowed to do it? Sure, I mean, certainly you're allowed to tell your employees what to do within certain parameters of good manners.
But does shut up count as being one of those parameters?
That might be edging over the line a little bit.
Okay, so
it really depends. It depends on the situation.
So I'd have to hire somebody who's not going to push back. That way I can tell them to shut up then.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to have to put that in the questionnaire.
I keep thinking of Ari Gold, man. He got away with so much.
Again,
one of my heroes.
TV show.
Yeah.
Jeez, man, that's the problem with TV, man. It messes everything up. All right, well, hey, Mick is clearly not ready for business.
I don't know. I think I might be Triple X Records, baby.
I don't think you're ready for that. But hey,
well.
we appreciate Tom stepping in. I think Tom may or may not stick around for this next segment, but we appreciate Tom taking the time to join us with this. Happy 4th of July weekend. Please be safe. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy an ice cold PBR, but please drink responsibly.